Hey everybody, it's Kimberly again, and as many of you know, I am a psychotherapist, so I'm just gonna get right to it. Today, I wanted to talk to you all, especially all of you ladies, about something that's been on my mind a lot lately. So this thing is called the thigh gap. And so lately, I've been doing a lot of news appearances, I've been interviewed by a lot of journalists, and this topic just seems to keep coming up. What is a thigh gap, and why do women seem to be obsessed with it, and men too, but it seems to be on the lips of women even more these days than men, this obsession with the thigh gap. What is a thigh gap, and why are we all striving for it? What's so important about having a thigh gap? First and foremost, a thigh gap is a gap between your thighs. When I first heard this word, I actually had no idea what it meant. I was like, can someone explain this for me, please? So a thigh gap is a gap between your thighs. It's a body trend. People look at models like Eleanor Calder and other celebrities like the Victoria's Secret models and models that you see in magazines like Cosmo and 17 and Teen Vogue. They all seem to have like this body type that's a stick figure and it has a gap between their thighs, okay? It means that the thighs never touch. That's the key point. And so the first thing I want to say is that with a lot of people who have the thigh gap, it's actually perfectly healthy because it's part of their genetic makeup. But for a lot of other people, the thigh gap, the striving for a thigh gap actually ignores your genetic predisposition. So what that means is that your body type isn't built to support a thigh gap. It's not built to have a thigh gap. Either you're curvier or you have a body type that just your thighs touch. And I'm sorry ladies, but this is something that a lot of us have to live with because that's what makes us beautiful and that's the shape of our bodies. Dieting and exercising can be sometimes positive if you're doing them in a healthy way. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to look your best. So going to the gym and maybe wearing makeup and dressing your best, feeling your best. These are all really fun things that you can do to feel good about yourself. But the danger is when things start going a little bit overboard. So when you start looking at yourself as a negative or someone who's not good enough and you say, I need this one thing, like if I get a thigh gap or if I can just have the Pippa Middleton butt, then I know I'll be sexy and I'll be good enough for a guy. And honestly, guys, ladies especially, this breaks my heart because I'm a therapist and I counsel so many of you here in my office. And when I hear you say this, it scares me about how you're going to feel about yourselves in the future because I know that you're all beautiful. And being beautiful is about being beautiful on the outside, but also feeling good about yourself and feeling that beauty on the inside. And I think we live in such a superficial world nowadays that sometimes it can be hard to feel beautiful on the outside. Oh, that's my phone. Hello? So, how are some other ways that you can feel confident? Well, the first thing is that you have to start from within. So, true confidence doesn't come from your outer beauty. What I have found in all of the years of working as a therapist is that confidence, as cheesy as this sounds, confidence really does come from within. So what are you valuable for? How do you contribute to the world? And if you can understand how you're special, then you'll feel confident. And the truth is, confidence, according to men, this is according to research, confidence is the most sexy personality trait. And it actually trumps just about everything else, including looks. So if you're confident, sometimes that can even be more obvious to men and even more of a turn on than the exact way that you look. So how do you feel confident? I think that you should focus on what you can do. So are you an athlete? Do you love to do gymnastics? Are you an amazing photographer? Are you good at sports? Are you good at singing? Are you good at math? What are you good at? Find what you're good at and start surrounding yourself with people who are also good at that and who can appreciate you for who you are and what makes your heart happy. That's a way that you can be confident And you don't need to obsess and worry about a thigh gap because trust me, it's gonna occupy your mind so much that you're not gonna have the energy or time to focus on anything that's actually productive or healthy. You're all beautiful and you all have something super, super special to contribute to the world. Bye.